Today earlier we making some pumpkin bread. Yeah, so first you put your pumpkin to boil and you whisk it. Make sure you mash it up. Make sure you mash it up real good because you have all the chunks and lumps inside your bread. After that we're going and sift your flour because sometimes you buy flour and it's a little lumpy or it have a little foreign ingredients. I don't know what it is be doing when they're making flour in it, but anyway, sift out your flour. This part of making bread, I don't like it because it's just unnecessary work I find you just had to be doing. So anyway, you sift your flour and you make sure you get out any foreign particles, any lump or anything. See, like this here, you throw that in the garbage. After that, we go in and take some butter and some cooking and add it to the mixture with your pumpkin. Now for me, I just make this same recipe so often that I doesn't really measure anything, so I have a fixed measurement in my head. I'll just move with the ancestors. Anyway, add your butter and cooking so that it will melt inside your pumpkin mixture. Some people just add it to the flour and mix it in until they get like a crumble, but if I'm making pumpkin bread, they just how I just do it. So yeah, you mix it in your flour, and after that we're going and deal with the dry ingredients. Don't find I was all over the place. I kinda wasn't prepared for this video anyway. So you put your yeast. Here I'm using like 2 packs of yeast. Anyway, I'll put a recipe at the end of the video for all. So you add your yeast. Add your yeast. Add your yeast. Still adding your yeast. Why you taking so long to add your yeast? You go not for that or? Add your yeast. Add the yeast. Yeah, so you add your yeast again and again and again. And then, I don't know about all there, but I just put a little bit of baking powder inside my bread mixture. Don't tell nobody. So you add a little bit of baking powder because you know when some people make bread, as soon as the wind hit it, it does get hard. There's where this for to avoid that. So you add some baking powder. You add some salt. Not much, nothing to send up your pressure, just to give it a little, you know. So you add some salt and you add some sugar. As you can see here, I forget I was doing a video, so I just threw in some sugar. But you know, you add some sugar and you mix all your dry ingredients here. Now if you was adding the butter straight to the flour, that is where that would have come in. You would have blended it in the flour here and get like a crumble. But since I didn't do that, you just mix in your dry ingredients normal. Now you're adding your pumpkin. Now just to be sure I don't need the flour too soft, I add the pumpkin and then mix it around a little bit just to make sure that, you know, that is exact amount of water I have in the pot and I don't have no excess. So you see my mixing here, that was just me testing it out to make sure. So I go and add the rest of pumpkin mixture here with butter. You add all of that and then guess what? It's time to knead the flour. Time to get messy. I don't know if all remember or if all used to do this, but when I was younger, I used to play in mud and make mud bread, mud bake, but mud cake. So I know how to knead flour by now. So yeah, you knead your flour. Mix it in well. Make sure that everything kneading. You keep kneading. Keep kneading. Keep kneading. Are we done yet? No. 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 Are we done yet? So yeah, still kneading that flour. And when you finish knead it, you add a little bit of oil, nothing much, and you just mix that in, and then guess what? Who could guess what we're doing now? Well, I guess what we doing. Put it down in the comments. Guess what we're doing now. We still needing that flour. Don't know nah. This was a long way. I don't know, I just used one hand to knead my flour. How much hands all it is used to knead all the flour? It's used all the two hands. I just find like too much mess and too much. They're just doing too much. So right, you see everything mixing well. Now, time to put the flour to rest. Make sure he get a good night's sleep. And don't forget to use your mother new brand kitchen towel. Using new ones them when you're doing this to get you vexed. Because when you put it to rest, it going and raise and it going and swell up. And guess who will be mad? Your mother. Anyway, so here I'm forming my bread. So you need the flour a second time, and then you form your bread however you want it. See that? And you drop them in the pan. Make sure you grease all your pan. I shouldn't have to be saying this, but I'll say it anyway. Make sure you grease your pan. I just use cooking, sometimes oil. Make sure you grease your pan good. So you form up your bread nice. Nothing fancy today, just a normal bread roll. Well, not bread roll, bread loaf. So you form him nice and you put him in the pan. And after that, you leave him to rest, and it should look something like this when it done rest. It should look like this. It should swell up, be 2 times the size, and then boom, you bake it for a little bit, for about 30-35 minutes. And there you have your bread. Rub him down in some butter, and all you know, I like peanut butter, so pumpkin bread and peanut butter is real.